Hi, I'm Kathy, growing over here in Glory's garden. Welcome. Hi guys, I'm back out here in the garden again today. Today is Monday, December the 1st. I'm out here in the garden. It's about 8:18 in the morning. And what I'm out here to do this morning is water the garden. I haven't been out here in the garden for quite a while. I haven't been feeling the best with the change in the weather and stuff. My grandkids was here. They wasn't feeling that great. We got them back together because they have school today. So Janelle and Paris is gone back. Kaylani had a little cold. I had a little cold. We all had a little cold this morning. And I'm opening up my box from Greenstock because I did order my spinners and my spinners are in. So what I'm going to do today is go around putting the spinners, and I'm also going to add wheels. I have wheels that I could put on these spinners, and since these are the ones that's on the patio and I may want to kind of change them around, I'm going to put the wheels on them. So not only would I be able to spin them so everything could get sun, get water when I'm watering it, I'm also going to put the wheels on it so I can roll them around and pull them out if I need to. And I'm just opening up the package now. And I see one of the things that they gave for free is called a de-stressor. Protect from nature's stressors, heat, drought, and cooler temperatures. That's one. They usually give you some free seeds, but this is what they gave you this time from Greenstock Gardeners. And so it is liquid. I haven't read it because I just opened the pack and just opened my box as well. I'll be reading that later to find out how you use it. But I have my spinners here. I ordered one for each of the ones that I have broken down. And if I decide to stack everything back up, I'll just stack my spinners back up. But for right now, I think my towers are going to stay unstacked, are only in a 4-tier. And along with the spinners comes this hose for you to connect to it. So I'm going to go ahead and connect that. I've already taken care of the quail this morning. I haven't been out in the garden in a while. I haven't been outside. For me, I know it's been at least 7 days. Well, I haven't been out here since Thanksgiving Day. I didn't do any work Thanksgiving Day. I had family over, and my nieces and stuff was here from the next town over. They don't come this way a lot because they work. One of them is a nurse, and she have very long hours. And so they hadn't seen the quail. Everybody wanted to see the quail. And so that's why we was out here. And they had friends with them. They wanted to see the garden. So we came out here and kind of did a little family tour on Thanksgiving. This thing's giving me a little hard time getting it on. Hold on. It's so easy to get on. I still have the sniffles. I'm trying to take care of myself mainly naturally. So I have that on. And I have my wheels here. With the wheels, you put it's 6. You put 3 spinner wheels. That you put 6 wheels all together, but 3 of the wheels have locks on them. So every other wheel should have a lock. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to lay it down and do it. So every other wheel has a brake on it. That's how it's designed to be. Excuse my sniffing if you can hear me sniffing. My apologies for that. I'm not going to show me doing this the whole time, but I'm just showing you how we put it together when you first get it. This is how it is. I've been drinking plenty of herbal teas and my ginger and different things like that. And turmeric. So I have 3 wheels with the locks and 3 that don't have the locks. And there's that. That's how that goes. I don't know how to feel. Yeah, you have to see that. That's how that goes. And you just sit your thing on top of it. Now I'm going to move all of these. I'm going to stack all of these on the spinner way before I put water in them, because everything out here needs to be watered. I haven't watered the garden in 7 days, and what saved me is the cold temperatures. Because if this was the summer and I tried that, I probably would come out here to no garden. But that's what saved me, having the cold temperatures this week. They don't have to be stacked in no particular order. Just wanted to show you all, you know, how it goes. And you just restack them back. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay, I know what the problem is. I didn't put this in here. Yeah, you really have to have that on there, because I'm stacking them the opposite way now. That little gray piece does make a difference. Trying to make sure I don't get on my plants. There we go. It's a little chilly this morning. And I think this month is Vlogmas. So y'all, welcome to my first Vlogmas. Welcome to my first Vlogmas video. I will try my best to participate if my schedule allows. I did enjoy doing a video every day in the month of October. It still was a little warmer then, so I was able to get outside more. So I'm going to try it again. Hopefully this cool weather and temps don't keep me in. I know we're supposed to get a little rain later on tonight. They say 10 o'clock. They say 10 p.m. Child, it could be 10 a.m. I don't always look at the weather, man. I kind of look up in the clouds in the sky and kind of predict my own weather. I do know I won't be out here in no mist rain, though. Nope. But I'll be sick for sure. You know, I have to, for my job, I have to have my voice, because I do a lot of phone talking, so I have to have my voice. If I don't have my voice, I practically cannot work. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Oh, you don't even have this thing on. Okay, girl, get this together, Kathy. You ain't got all day to be fooling with this. These onions smell so good. Now, my nose is kind of stuffy, but these onions, I can smell these onions. There we go. It is not hard to put together. Sometimes if you're just not doing the right thing, it makes it difficult. But this is not hard to put together at all. You just have to be watching what you're doing. Okay. And see, putting it on the spinner and the wheels already gives it a little more height. And you do have to bend over to put it together or whatever, but you know, that's about it. You're able to pull and roll. I'm able to roll. I have the wheels locked because I didn't want nothing moving while I was doing it. But that's my first one. And y'all can see how that looks. Let me turn you around so you can get a good look. Yeah, I'm a little nasally stuffy up. Yep, but that's my first one on my winter tower. This is what I call this. We have so many leaves down in the yard. So many leaves. My husband come out here and clean and clean and clean. By the time he gets through cleaning, the leaves are back down. By the time he put his equipment up, the leaves are back down in the yard. And see, this makes so much easier to spin, in water. And you just turn it and you can just water. Now, excuse me, I'm sorry. And I probably coughed right in the mic trying to turn my head from the camera. But now that I have the spinner on and the hose, it's easier to water from the top now. I could just put, especially with my fertilizer, I did do that with the ones that I have standing on the front part of the garden. I just took my fertilizer that I had and I poured it in. That's the way I fertilized the last time. And because without the hose and the spinner, you pour the water in here, it kind of usually just runs right out. So now that I have the hose and the spinner, it will drip some. So I'll be able to do that. I still will water each pocket. I will not, I have the brakes on here and I'm not taking them off. I just want to get this back in line. Yeah. So I will be still watering each pocket because I haven't been out here, like I said, in like 7 days. I haven't been out here since Thanksgiving. And today, before that, I worked. I didn't come out in the garden Monday and Tuesday because I worked. I was off Wednesday and Thursday, Thanksgiving Eve and Thanksgiving. I didn't come out here and do any work. And then I worked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So today is the first day I've been out here to do anything far as taking care of the garden in about 7 days. And like I said, I was able to get away with that because it's cool days. So nothing didn't die, nothing didn't drop. I have pulled some leaves off certain things this morning, but I do that every time I come into the garden. Because I'm not out in my garden every day with the working the 12 hours and the daylight savings time thing. When I go to work, it's dark. When I come home, it's dark. And y'all know I'm not coming out here in the dark. So I love my garden, honey, but Kathy don't like the dark, and I'm not coming out here in the dark to be doing no work. I already know I'm not going to do that. Ooh. But the quails are taken care of, and I showed you what I'm going to be doing today. I'm not going to record me doing that because I think I have 10 of them to do, and I may not even get all of them done today. Because my husband do have some errands to run, and Kaylani is still stuffy, so I'm not going to have her out here in the morning cool air. So I'll be going back in. I have the irrigation system going in on the my raised bed, so those are getting water. And after I put the spinners on all of these, then I will come back and water. The temps today here is just going to be 65, which is a good temp as long as we're not getting a lot of breeze. Like right now, I'm not that cold. I am layered up because I just don't like jackets. For whatever reason, I don't like a big old coat. So I rather layer up. I'll put on 7 shirts before I want to put a jacket on. But I'm layered up, but the breeze is making it a little cool out here, and that's causing my nose to kind of drip, but I'm okay. I'm just going to continue taking my herbs and doing my tea and, trying to do things naturally. I am taking a little over-the-counter medicine to kind of help me with the cough that I had, so you don't hear me coughing, because if I didn't take that medicine, that's all you would hear. And I try not to keep a hard cough. If I find out that I'm coughing, I try to knock it down right then, because with me, when I cough, I start getting that hoarse voice, and I can't work like that. My job is hands and voice. So that's what we need at the job that I do. I have to have my voice in order to be able to do my job, especially if you're going to be managing 7, sometimes 8 people. You definitely need to be able to talk and be heard. So, but that's it, guys. That's what we're doing on this December 1st, the first day of Vlogmas. I hope you guys are jumping in, even if you don't do it every day. Put something out. I know most of the people that I subscribe to, they put something out at least 2 or 3 times a week. And I'm glad, because that is how I am learning about gardening and looking at what other people are doing, testing it to see if it works over here in my garden and in my zone, in Georgia Zone 9B. That is where I am. So, guys, that's it for me today. I'll see you guys in this garden.